Thank you very much, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members, for the good questions. First, to acknowledge the compliments from the Deputy Speaker and go straight to answer the questions that she has asked. Chair, the member asked about the affirmative funds, the existing affirmative funds, WESO, Youth and Women Fund. True, these funds have been in existence either through executive order or an act of parliament. And the impact has been felt relatively across the country. However, we've not been able to achieve the desired expectations. Chair, a survey has been done. If you look back, if you went back from our independence, our primary desire was to fight poverty. A number of sessional papers, policy documents were discussed, and we came up during Kibaki's time with economic recovery strategy paper, and later on the Vision 2030 that gave rise to these funds. Chair, what has been found across all those papers and discussion and studies were lack or inability to access credit, affordable credit. We've allocated funds to these affirmative funds, and somehow the contribution by government has been very small. This time round, through the ASLA fund, is a serious intervention. And I would start by defining who a hustler is. A hustler is not a poor man. A hustler is a hard-working Kenyan who toils, wakes up very early in the morning to mind his business. They wake up at 4. They buy their wares. They stock their wares. They sell their wares. They repay their loans. And they all desire a better life. So through this fund, Honorable Chair, we are not taking over the existing affirmative funds. We're just making an additional intervention to address the biggest challenge among the hustlers, who are approximately 15 million Kenyans, approximately 50% of our adult population. And these are the people who contribute the highest number of jobs, some formal, some informal. And studies have shown with this intervention, we would be able to impact at the bottom of our society and begin to grow the wealth at the bottom of our society towards medium and even wealthy country. Chair, the members asked about the access. I will first demonstrate to this House, Chair, how the process will run. We will begin by, we will establish the FM Act, and the ministry will originate the documents, the operations, the guidelines, and share with the relevant House committee and eventually table before this House. We will go how to enumerate members who are either digitally, we have the highest digital penetration in this country, or physical, and we will work with other ministries to register the potential beneficiaries of this fund. The second stage is to group these members, these hustlers, and we will group them in societies, in circles, in chamas. Some of them already exist. Some of them are already grouped. They are already in various cooperatives. We will be able to now actualize that, including those who are not. The third stage will be training and building capacity for among us these hustlers. And then the fourth stage will be now financial support, the intermediaries. That includes banks, circles, fintech organizations. And then after that, after funds have been delivered, we will then go to the next stage of enabling and enabling the delivery of this ASLA intervention. We will need to ensure that we utilize our digital power. we will need to build monitoring and evaluation to ensure those who may not access are supported. And also, the next challenge that will come after this, once we intervene, many of these hustlers will go to agro-based businesses. They will grow vegetables, they will grow mangoes. So much will come from the agro-productive areas of this country. And so we'll have a glut, excess supply of this produce. So we'll need to look again at the markets. So I'll be liaising with the Ministry of Trade to create markets for this produce. We will need to deal with farm inputs of these agro-based businesses. And then on the other side, the businesses in towns and urban areas, we will work with the county governments to ensure what the other members asked on protection of these businesses in urban areas from harassment and duplicity of licenses. The other question came from the Honorable Ishungwa on the matter of water projects. By and large, Honorable Chair, our intervention then was to improve water and sanitation services amongst our small towns. The responsibility of the progress of these projects thereafter, because I was not oversighting them. But I think these are projects that are important, and I think we will be able to share and support the incoming CS for water and sanitation to complete. What I realized when I was in that docket is mobilization of the technical, financial, and even operations of those activities. I was able to convene meetings in Majaus. I was able to mobilize contractors and communities, the persons affected by the project in Karimenu, who had received money 3 years earlier. Thwake Dam in Kitui, Mwingi, and Kitui and Makueni, and even Mwache Dam. Chair, I believe these projects can be completed because the needs and the needs of the community is still there. Kikuyu is a growing town, so many institutions there, so many schools there, and it's becoming the suburbs of Nairobi. Chair, on the issue.
Yeah, when he's answering that.